Studio. Now we're standing next to that magnificent bust of our former President Nelson Mandela that was unveiled earlier this year. It was unveiled on the 28th of April 2014 by President Jacob Zuma. It was, of course, commemorating the 20th anniversary of a democratic parliament. It's absolutely beautiful. First time I'm actually seeing it. So I've seen pictures of it, but I've never seen it up close and personal. So it's lovely to be here. Now let's get an idea of what to expect from today's proceedings. And joining me now is the parliamentary spokesperson, Luzuko Jacobs. Luzuko, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Leanne, and welcome to the presence of greatness.
Yeah, it is absolutely magnificent. Like I was saying, it's the first time I'm seeing it. It's beautiful. Luzuko, the date was changed. It was initially going to be on the 19th. It's now today, the 17th. Did that pose a little bit of a logistical nightmare for you, or not really?
Look, nothing beyond the ordinary, nothing unmanageable. You know, because this is the umpteenth State of the Nation address that we're organizing, and obviously we cut ourselves a bit of slack and we start early with our preparation. So when we were told about the change of date, it was not calamity for us. We were able to adjust things accordingly, and we're good to go today. There's absolutely nothing that we have left to chance. Everything is in order and everything is in place for us to have another successful, seamless State of the Nation address.
There's also a looming strike by some of the parliamentary workers. Is that affecting you? How are we dealing with that?
You know, we've got a magnificent relationship with our union. We are in touch with them. In fact, the presiding officers had direct engagement with the leadership of the union, in fact, with the full membership of the union, to talk about issues that were raised as grievance by the union. And we expect that everything will be in place today and everybody will get involved. In fact, we've been working day and night for the past 2 weeks to put the final touches together to make sure that we have got a successful day today. And we've done that with the participation of all those who have a role to play in the organization of the event. So we don't expect anything negative. We expect that everybody will be on course because there's a unity of purpose, and the union has said, and repeatedly so, that they're not intending, nor are they making a call to boycott the State of the Nation address. They were raising issues which have been taken heed of, and they are being processed in a direct engagement with the presiding officers.
All right. So the State of the Nation takes place at 7 o'clock this evening. That's when South Africans will see the president at the podium and he starts delivering his address. There's a lot that's happening in the day, though, in the lead up to the event. It's not just that moment. Talk us through the day. What happens through today?
Look, it would have started all very early on, months ago, but today at 12 o'clock, our staff who are not playing a role in the State of the Nation address, we're going to release them just to get enough space for all that has to happen since that time. And from 3:30, that's when you're going to start seeing the arrivals. You know, the army band is going to arrive, our public participation guests are going to arrive, our gallery guests are going to arrive, everybody is going to arrive. And we're going to be starting to set up at that time as well. The red carpet is going to be rolled up Parliament Street at about 5 o'clock, and that is when everything now comes into place. At 6 o'clock, we're expecting members of Parliament to be seated inside this chamber, and there will be no crossing over that red carpet at that time. That's when it is closed off. All the things that take place there, you know, like the photography and everything else that takes place, all the excitement shall be closed down at that point in time. And the processions will then start after that time. You know, the processions of the judiciary, the processions of the premiers, the procession of the speakers of the provincial legislatures, and after that we expect to see the deputy president and the president until the time that the president takes to the podium to deliver his State of the Nation address, the first to this 5th parliament after the election. Yeah,
exciting times we're living in. There's a 21-gun salute as well. Give us the significance behind that as the president arrives.
You know, there are two aspects to the State of the Nation address. You've got the ceremonial aspects, which incorporates the elements that you talked about. There's going to be a fly past also with fixed wing helicopter planes flying past. We're going to have the 21-gun salute and various other ceremonial aspects. You also have got the public participation aspect, where you've got your civil guards of honor, you've got your junior guard of honor of young people. That's part of our investment in democracy. And you also have got a civil guard of honor, which is the people who are drawn from all walks of life, from various provinces. You also have got your eminent persons, which are people who would have made a contribution to the development of their communities. Again, identified and selected in collaboration coordination with the provincial legislatures. So those are the two major aspects of the State of the Nation address, which is what you see before we get to the substance of the event, the message by the President.
All right, Luzuko Jacobs, thank you very, very much. Busy day for you today, but thanks for joining us nice, bright and early here this morning.
Thank you very much, Leon, and thanks to your listeners.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. All right, so that's just to give you an idea of what goes into an event of this magnitude. Lots of preparation, months of preparation that goes into organising the opening of Parliament and the State of the Address by the President. That'll be delivered at 7 o'clock this evening, live, of course, being carried here on the SABC.